All right, guys. Hi, it's me, Shay. Um, so this morning I thought I would do a video about, I don't know, just trying to be a little hopeful, a little encouraging. Because I did talk to one of my friends yesterday, and he's kind of in a rough spot, as I'm sure all of us can relate. We've all been down, we've all been depressed, we've all been hurt in one way, shape, or form, though we don't necessarily talk about these things. And these are really important things that we should talk about. Obviously, you should go to someone that you trust with things like this because, people talk, and not everyone who you assume is a friend or who you assume is in your corner is really in your corner. Some people like to see people hurt and they want to increase that pain, and so they'll go and talk to other people. But just find someone that you can trust, someone who's more than likely older than you, who's experienced more than you. I know it's kind of hard to talk to your parents sometimes, but they only want what's best for you, and they only usually want what's in your best interest. And so if you can talk to them, that's great. But if it's just like a mentor, someone you look up to, just be sure that you can trust them and talk to them, because talking is the only thing that's really gonna get change happening. Not talking about it just builds on that pain, on that hurt, on whatever that situation is that you have already, and it's not going to make the situation go away. So that's what I want to start with. Um, all of us have been sad, have been depressed, but self medication and cutting and things of that nature, alcoholism, that isn't going to make you better. That isn't going to help you grow. It only just masks the situation and makes things worse later on down the road. So I just want to let you know that you're not alone. We've all experienced something or things in our lives that have put us in a place where we're really, really hurting. And the only thing that we know how to do is to hide that hurt. We put on this mask like, oh, we're so happy, we're so great, we're so perfect, everything's great, nothing's wrong. But that's not true. And we know it's not true. And it just hurts us. And it hurts those around us because we may not think that people around us know us, but they do. They can see the subtle changes in your mood. They can see the subtle changes in your attitude, things you like that you don't like anymore, things that you used to do that you don't do anymore. They know and they can pick up on it. And it hurts them to know that you hurt. So you should get help. And I know because I've been there, and someone that I really trust, she told me that part of us doesn't let go of that hurt because part of us wants to kind of stay there. It's kind of like a shelter. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you think about it, when you think about those things and you hold those things in, and you, instead of letting them go, instead of getting help, instead of becoming better by getting help, you hold on to it. And so a part of you is holding on to it. A part of you is hiding in that hurt, in that situation. And so part of you is living there. Part of you is comfortable in that place of hurt. And that should never be the case. Because if you're holding on to that part, if you're holding on to that, you are never going to grow. You're never going to get better. And so until you completely and fully let go of that situation, of those problems, of those things, you're never going to get better. You're always going to be hurting. And yeah, it'll go away for a moment. It'll go away. But little things trigger our emotions all the time. And so those things that you thought you were over, those things that you thought you got rid of, they come back. And they come back with a vengeance. And then the things that you've just experienced on top of that only make things worse. So you're not getting better at all. I know for me, God has been a huge, huge part of my life. And don't click off because I said God and because I'm talking about God. Because there's a reason you're watching this video. There are words in this video that can help you, that can change you. But know that I am going to talk about God because He is a huge part of my life. He is a huge part of why I am still here today. Because I have struggled and I've been where a lot of you have been. My situations may not have been the same as yours, but know that I've hurt and I know what it is. I'm talking from experience. And so I have given my life to Christ, and so he is my Lord and my Savior. And that is another topic that needs to be talked about on its own time. But because of him, I can cast my cares on him. I can take my problems to him and let him have them and know that he's going to take care of me. And I want you guys to know that there is a God, the God that I have a relationship with, the God that I love, the God that I serve. He loves each and every one of you. And he created each and every one of us for a purpose, and we have meaning to our lives. And when you cut yourself, when you drink yourself into a coma, when you self-medicate, that hurts his heart because he cares for you. And he wants you to know that you can give your concerns to him. He wants you to know that you can be saved. He wants you to know that he cares, and he wants you to talk to him, to communicate with him like you would talk to a friend that you haven't seen in forever or that you see all the time. It doesn't take much. It takes believing in him and knowing that he came and died for us, that we could be saved. That's just the beginning, and that's all he asks, is that you believe. You hear his word and you believe. And so I want you to know that not too long ago, I was in a really, really bad place. I was not the person that is talking to you now in this video. And so, if God can change my life, he can change your life, and he wants to. And I just want you to know that he loves you, and that you are beautiful, and that you are smart, and that you are important, and that you are cared for, and that you mean the world to someone. You mean the world to God, and you mean the world to the people around you. You are an influence to those people around you. They look up to you. They admire you. So don't ever think that you're nothing, that you're worthless, because that's not true. That's the work of the enemy. He wants you to believe that you're not important. He wants you to believe that your life is so horrible. He wants you to believe these things, because if you do believe those things, you're not believing in God. You're not believing in what God has made you. And so if he can keep you from doing that, then he's won. So just know that you can talk to someone. There's someone that you can talk to. If you just take the time to sit and just think about it, there are people that you can talk to, and you should talk to them. And prayer is a beautiful thing. Like, prayer gets things done. It really does. And I just want to be an encouragement to you and let you know that you are loved by God. If it feels like nobody else cares, if it feels like nobody else is on your corner, nobody else even recognizes you or is for you, God is always for you. Always. So don't hurt yourself because of your situations. Don't hurt yourself because of what other people have said. Don't hurt yourself because it's not worth it. And because you are important and you matter to a lot of people. You may think you only matter to some, but you'd be surprised how many people care about you, how many people are in your corner that you just don't know. Okay? So, I mean, that's all I have to say about the situation right now. I just hope that you will talk to somebody, that you will get help, that you will know that you're loved and you're cared for, and that the self-hurting, the self-medicating, the self-healing, that you actually get real help. Reach out to someone. No one should ever have to go through something like this alone. No one should have to deal with the hurt alone. And sometimes it feels like you are bringing other people down, but the ones that really care, the ones that really matter, to them, they'll want to help you because you are someone important to them. So just know that you're loved. And you're beautiful, and you're smart, you're kind, you're all these wonderful things. Don't forget that. All right, that's all I have for you. So keep it real, keep it cool. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Bye, guys.